Embrace your fears, accept our challenge. Beloved children of light, I, Archangel Michael, come to you on this powerful and significant day, the day of the full moon and a total lunar eclipse as well. The moon represents the fullness of your nature, your intuitive, creative source, your shining, empowered self. The eclipse represents your shadow self, the darkening or suppression of your spirit or your fear. Look at your fears, dear one, for they are the very emotions you must embrace, that you must face. Your fears are what is keeping you from your dynamic empowerment, your masterhood. Your fears are what is holding many of you in bondage in the third-dimensional reality of limitation and suffering. Once more, let us assure you, you have nothing to fear. Many of you are caught up in the age of cataclysm. You fear that chaos and destruction are on the horizon. You also fear it will not happen, because if it doesn't, how will you know that the new age is really here, and that all you have been told is true? You want to believe all the stories of the wondrous times to come, but how can you be sure? Look around you, look within, and can you not see the vast differences that have been wrought in the last decade? Perhaps your world is not changing. Perhaps you are so caught up in fear and denial that you will not allow yourself to accept and support the new awareness and expanded consciousness that is permeating vast numbers of people around the globe. Become a friend and companion to your fears. Face them head on and affirm that you are going to use this energy to create positive results and not stagnation. Do you fear becoming a master because of the responsibility it will bring? Do you hesitate to accept your creativity and to use your talents because you fear you will be judged and you think your efforts will not be good enough? Do you fear that you become too different and your family and friends will ridicule or reject you? Do you fear if you step out into the unknown world and trust your spirit to support you and manifest in your abundance, you will become impoverished? Do you fear that you may become successful and you are not sure you can handle the responsibility of that success? How will you know? How can you tell unless you accept the challenge and step out into the unknown, out into uncharted territory? Let me tell you this. Either you move forward and accept the challenge, or your spirit will force you to face whatever issues are most important for your growth. This may mean confronting your worst fears after they have manifested. As surely as you avoid that which is best for your growth, just as surely it will manifest in your reality. It is a time of awakening, dear ones. The time for hedging and delay are over. Why not use the vibrant gifts that are being offered you to move, with grace and ease, through all the remaining issues that need to be resolved? Many of you are experiencing tests and trials in your daily lives, but you are not caught up in the negativity. You see these situations for what they truly are, misqualified energy being brought to the surface so that it can be transformed back into balance and harmony. You are learning to move through your days in a serene knowledge that all is as it should be, that this too shall pass. You are practicing the art of co-creation, of becoming a self-master. A self-master must serve an apprenticeship. It does not just happen. There are lessons, tests, and challenges, and then finally sweet success as you move from the wheel of karma and into a state of grace. And so we implore you as spiritual warriors, use your fear for your growth, draw on the strength of your higher self, and wield the sword of power and truth to cut through the bonds of limitation. We see so many of you filled with knowledge and desire, bright with promise, but afraid to challenge the status quo, afraid to step out into the unknown. The status quo and your world as you know it are rapidly changing, with or without you, dear ones. If you could begin, day by day, to follow your spirit with joy and without hesitation, to accept each challenge and opportunity with enthusiasm and the assurance of victory in the end, just think of the burden that would be lifted. Think of the joy of living each day in anticipation of what is ahead, of the empowerment you would feel. You have heard time and again to live in the moment, that today is all you have. We tell you that you have an eternity, but you must decide how you experience eternity. A day lived in joyful purpose seems only a moment, and a day lived in fear and hesitation may seem an eternity. Fear manifests in many forms: anger, denial, pain, illness, lethargy, depression, and sadness. It is restrictive, crippling, damaging, and feeds upon itself when turned inward and allowed free rein. Never before have you had so much help, so many sources from which you may draw wisdom, encouragement, and support. But you must take the first step. It is you who must turn and face yourself directly and affirm, "Today, I will do that which I fear the most. I will take my fear in hand, and with its power, I will surmount any obstacle that I can envision." You ask for validation as to the truth of New Age wisdom, and we say to you, it is up to you to supply your own truth. We can only supply the energy and loving support. It is up to you to manifest it in your material world of reality. Look around you, see the miracles happening to others day by day. They are no different than you, except they have embraced the gift and opportunities that have been offered to them. You have no way of knowing what trials and obstacles they have overcome on their way to masterhood. No way of knowing how much or how little they had to work with, or what kind of sacrifice they have made. You see only the end result. Be assured you have the same opportunities, the same strength and resources if you will only claim your heritage. You are unique. There is no other quite like you. You came empowered with unique strength and restricted with unique memories of limitation. You are a facet in the white fire seed atom of the Supreme Creator, and you have a specific task to accomplish. The more difficult the task, the more strength and abilities you have imprinted within your memory and open your soul. No one has more or less, or is better than another. Only in your uniqueness do you differ. The God mind is desirous of experiencing every imaginable manifestation, with the ultimate goal for you to gain full awareness and perfection. Turn your gaze toward the lofty realms of higher wisdom and more perfection, dear ones. See within yourself the glimmer of the jewel that you are. Unlock the door to the wisdom and power within you, and then you will be able to create miracles untold. Do not allow the fear and negativity that is spewing forth from your media, from your government, the mass consciousness to make an impact on your awareness, my precious ones. This is perhaps one of the greatest tests at this time, to stay serene and in loving assurance of who you are, where you are going, and what is being manifested in your world, all because of your bold, dynamic actions and belief. The refinement or unrefinement of the energy you emit from your thoughts is building your new reality, just as surely as if you were building a home brick by brick, day by day. We want you to build a mansion, dear ones. Build a glorious, shining, loving world filled with all possibilities, surrounded, permeated, and enriched with love, peace, harmony, and joy. We are ever near to assist you, to lend gentle guidance and encouragement. However, you must reach up and boldly draw forth the empowerment and perfection of the higher dimensions, and claim them as your very own. I, Archangel Michael, the legions of light and the heavenly host embrace you. I am Archangel Michael. So be it.